Hi everyone. So, a little tale of internet woes. I firmly believe that I think being able to buy anything safely on the internet is coming to an end. Maybe this might be a good thing and bring back the high street shops, who knows. All I do know is that it's very risky buying anything on the internet these days, and it's got worse. If an advert comes up through Facebook for something or other, just go straight past, because most of those seem to be scams. And I'll just give you an instance of one. Jan was looking to have a day away at her friends up in Kent. Margate had a premiere in there, and she was going to book it, and she said, I'll leave it till the next day. It was a bit late. She'd worked out the prices, seen the site, And she went the next day, and she was looking through Facebook, and up popped a Facebook thing to say, oh, Margate Premier Inn, free breakfast. Book now with us, but you're not allowed to pay when you get there. You've got to pay the whole amount now. Oh yes, you get my drift. And she looked at it and I said, I think this might be a good idea. I'm definitely going. I said, well, it's up to you, but I don't like anything off of Facebook, I've got to be honest. And she said, well, let's have a look. And she clicked further into it, and it said free breakfast bill, definitely. And they're £17. Now, the room was only £50, so how can this be? I thought, well, it's impossible. You can't rent a room for that. I said, this is too good, Jan, to be true. Just be careful what you're clicking here. And of course, it finally got to a page where it said, yep, you can have this deal on the date and times you said, and it would only cost so much, very cheap, and you get your free breakfast. Enter your payment details here. He said, I don't normally have to enter any payment details with them. They've got all my on file. Wonder why they want. I said, whoa, I'll tell you why they want. It's a scam. It's a scam site made to look exactly like Premier Inn. It's made to look the same. Forget it, open another page and go straight to the Premier Inn site and see if that deal was on. Well, of course it wasn't. And when we looked on the internet later on, just to see is there a scam to do with booking Premier Inns or with free breakfast, oh yes, there it was. Yeah, there's another new one that's enticing you to book with these scamsters just to get your card details. In fact, that's about it at the bottom line. And this made me think, well, I know you can go to the proper sites. If you want to buy something from Amazon, you can go to Amazon's true site, and you should be okay. But how long is it going to be before even they are cloned? Using AI, which is so clever at copying everything absolutely magnificently to the T. I mean, that site that Jan went to, promising a breakfast there at Premier Clubs, was exactly the same as the website live, the proper site that you'd go to. So they've got it off pat, and I don't think it'll be long before we can't buy anything online without feeling that it's another scam. So really the fraudsters are going to win in the end, because they're so good at it, and you're going to be too worried about buying anything online, whether it be a holiday, an item, whatever it is. You'd be thinking twice, is this the real thing? It's a shame it's got to that, but maybe because it gets to that, I know generation now, the new younger generation, are turning away from the likes of Facebook and the internet and leaving it all alone, not going on at all. And I can see why. Maybe they're well ahead of us, and I think it's a bloody good thing. Let's get rid of the internet and get to our local shops. Let's revive them and bring them all back, because the way it's going, these scamsters are killing the internet anyway, and I can't see a way around the proper sites getting around the argument of it, because the copies are just too damn good. Well, talking as me, I don't buy anything online now. I keep well away from it, and I just don't want anything to do with it, because there's just too many very, very good scamsters out there that are on the mark, and they're literally scamming this country dry. So try something new. Go to the shops. Yeah, they're shutting fast, they're closing fast, but if we can go back to our shopping in the high street, and we'll bring them back, and it may be the end of the dominance of the internet, of all these Amazons and all the rest of it that you can get stuff from. I'm not criticising Amazon. I've used them loads in the past, and I have links to stuff on there to buy bits of plumbing and that on my website, and they are very good as long as you use the main site. But let's start bringing it down a bit, shall we, and not take a chance even on them. You could still get a really good looking Amazon site cloned, and you could still end up in trouble. So I think at the end of the day, you just got to say, I think I might call it a day on the internet altogether. Let's stick with our high street shops, our corner shops. Let's bring them back. They are secure. You walk in there. You can even use cash. Wow, what's that? Yeah, that's got to be a good thing. Anyway, just my take on it. I know you've probably got yours. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.